You ready to hang out with me?
I've never been more ready to hang out with you.
I thought you were gonna say I'm never ready. And I was like,
That would be I'm never ready because I stay ready. If you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready.
Let's do it.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Up with Cami and Taryn. I'm Cami.
And I'm Taryn. And every night we get to have a sleepover because we're married, and every week we invite you to join us. Thanks for staying up.
Oh my God, did you add something to that?
I don't know.
Because we're married?
We
Right?
That's gotta go. Every minute or every episode we spend too much time on how we're not doing it right or don't remember what it says. Or
it's so weird because I don't ever feel like it's like a song from middle school where you're like, I don't remember that song, and then it comes on and you know every goddamn word to it. That's how I feel about it.
Recently,
a song came on.
Yeah, it was like
those are always shocking. I'm like, I don't know the next word coming, and it just like falls out of my mouth.
It was High School Musical. It was that video of that girl being at the resort that High School Musical 2 was filmed at.
Of course,
iconically.
I don't really remember any of the High School Musicals except for the first one.
It would be my, and I mean this honestly, greatest pleasure to get to walk you through the High School Musicals.
I don't know that I care. But if
you
care,
have taken away my greatest pleasure. Honey, that really hurts. Do you understand how much of a part of my personality the High School Musical movies were growing up?
But here's the thing. I don't like watching things that are so clearly where you got your personality. Like anytime we watch a new Adam Sandler movie, I'm like, oh, that's where she got it. It makes it feel like it's less yours. Where I'd like to just know, like, I like to get like that humor because it's just you. It's just you to me. I don't want to be like, oh, that's where she got that. You know what I mean? You're the original in my mind, so I want to keep it that way.
Nothing I've done is separate from Adam Sandler. So any Adam Sandler movie we watch, you're going to feel that way.
I know, and it's not like
I understand
fun.
That you don't like it.
You know why? Like, you get it?
Yeah, I mean, I've never experienced that with you, though. I can't think of one thing
because
I
didn't copy my whole personality from a
I didn't copy it. It was like I was so obsessed with those movies.
You just morphed into
it just
Adam
happened.
Sandler. Yeah.
Like, have you watched Mr. Deeds in a while?
No, but I feel like I have because you have, and you keep talking about it. So I really, honestly don't remember the whole premise of it. You were talking, somebody else just watched it too, and you were talking to them about it. And I forget that entire movie, to be honest.
Would you please watch it with me tonight?
Sure. I would love to.
Because I want to get rid of this thing that like it makes you feel weird when you see that. I want you to feel.
No, it's just like, babe, that humor, you are the original to me. Even though I've seen those movies, I haven't seen them in so long that it was like pre-knowing you this well that was separate. Now it's like I can't unseparate it. I like that it's just you.
I know, but I guess I just wish that instead of being like, oh, she just took that from Adam Sandler at a young age, I want you to picture little me sat in front of the screen having the time of my fucking life watching those movies.
Yes, but then
and being
it
like, this guy
who
gets
you are
me
now. Okay, yeah.
No, it was like this,
you're just like we're the same.
This is the funniest stuff I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. Like, or the sweetest, like Big Daddy or whatever. It's like those movies.
Yeah, they are great.
Man, bro.
I used to not like his movies until Big Daddy. Is that crazy?
Not you saying we're the same and then saying
no, I think I watched them too young. No, I think I just didn't get it when I was really little. Like they're adult movies. You should not have been watching them when you were little.
I could see our senses of humor when we were younger clashing.
Baby girl, they clash now.
That's what I'm saying. Like I could see me running around the playground and you just being like, that fucking girl
won't leave me alone.
Idiot. I'd leave you alone.
I'd leave you alone.
You would never hear from me. Anyway.
That's terrible. I'd never hear from. It's like when people do that trend of like, my significant other said we would date in high school, and then it shows them in high school versus the other person, and they're either like a really goth kid, like preppy, or they have like a massive age gap, and it's like them in high school and they're a baby,
and the baby that was fucking just born. But High School Musical was not my personality because we would watch those movies and be like, this shit is so stupid.
Yeah, it's another thing I didn't love.
Like Adam Sandler in those movies that was my sense of humor and like what I liked in the world.
So it was just
High School
enjoyable.
Musical was like,
you just had a crush on Zac Efron.
It was like Twilight. It's like those things aren't your personality. It's like they were just like your alternate reality.
That
you were kind of living. And I was obsessed with Zac Efron.
Yeah, I think it was mainly that.
Yeah.
I just think I felt like a little too old for it at the time I was watching it.
That's fair.
So it's just like, and I didn't have a crush on Zac Efron, nor any of the girls in it. So I think that's why I didn't like it. I was like a little too old, so I wanted to be like, have a crush on someone when I watch something. And that was like the basis of whether you like something or not.
You're like, I'm only watching this shit if someone's hot.
Yeah.
I get that.
I think everyone has that phase in their life where they're like, this is either really good content.
You didn't feel that way when you watched High School Musical growing up? Like you never thought Zac Efron was...
Maybe when that was out, I was already very aware that it was only women that I was ever going to be into.
Okay. And Sharpay wasn't a lesbian icon. She was not a hottie.
No. It's like she was a gay icon, not a lesbian icon. And I think those are two very different things.
Because what's her little brother? Ryan?
Yeah.
Lucas Grabeel is his name.
I feel like if anyone was a lesbian icon, it was the little girl who played the piano. You know what I'm talking about? I almost called her the one from Charlie Brown.
Oh,
Linus.
She was the Linus of those films.
She was the Linus of it. She was a queer icon.
I'd like to have a movie viewing party.
Me too, because I want to watch things that I didn't like growing up.
Yeah.
But like now that my personality, opinions have changed, like I will like now.
And now that I'm in your life and you have to like certain things.
Yeah.
I think
I would like to watch Meet the Fockers.
Oh, you hated that movie.
I know. So much. I want to see if it still gives me extreme anxiety. You think I still hate it?
It does. I mean, I don't even remember. I mean, I liked that movie, but I feel like I liked that movie for the same reasons that everyone liked, like, Knocked Up and, like, those types of movies where it was, like, they were kind of a little bit too old for me, I feel like, at the time. So I thought it was cool to, like,
You're like they're
those.
swearing and doing naughty things.
Meet the Focker sounds like a different word. You know?
Sign me up, baby. Have you been doing this week? I know you've been so busy, and I also feel like ever since I cleaned my office for you to work in, I have not seen you.
Yeah. Are you feeling sad about that, by the way?
Yeah, a little bit.
You could say no. For a second, I thought I saw it in your eyes. You went,
No, but there's for two reasons.
Tell me.
One is it is nice when we're just like both working and I can look over and you're in the dining room and I'm over here, but also the house has been hectic. We have people working on it. We keep having people, like the grass guy came, like people coming that we don't have scheduled to come. Yeah. And if I'm down here alone, I have to deal with it. So I keep having to leave my work.
Yeah.
Like this week I have ADHD too badly that when something pulls me out of my focus, God, it takes so long to get back into it.
Yeah.
So I keep getting like snapped out of it 5 times a day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's 6:30 right now and I'm like, I have hours left to work. I still have to do it because I just can't focus. So I miss you because I like seeing you more often during the day and because it's putting more on my plate and I hate it.
And I hate it, baby.
And like the dogs and everything. And even when I went and worked up in the office the other day, the dogs came with me. I was like, what the fuck?
They love you. I mean,
oh my God. We've got mood lighting.
Is that going to be okay for the clips?
No, it's not going to be okay. I got to fix that.
Are you going to fix that shit? Well, work for me has been absolute chaos.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to begin. I'm not even going to begin. It's just been a lot.
Work has been
so busy, so crazy. I feel like there's a lot on my shoulders. But I went to a conference last week, which conferences need to be canceled forever. So lame, so dumb. It's like LinkedIn in person. Everyone's just like standing around like, hey, where are you from?
I'll never understand the point of a conference.
Terrible. A work conference. I found myself at this conference daydreaming the whole time about having a birthday party that's a fake conference. That's fun.
Babe, your new thing is coming up with birthday plans. I think because you didn't want a birthday this year that you're like, I'm going to be so prepared for every birthday in the future.
Yeah. So my next 2 birthdays are my hubilation.
I'm
and then like
for the hubilation.
And then like Taryn Con or something. And that is like my friends are going to like speak. There's going to be panels.
I love this.
There'll be name tags.
This is so you. It's so funny that you've been having these thoughts because I've been thinking like, you don't like a standard birthday. I saw somebody throw a 40th birthday party on TikTok and it was like not a gala, that's extreme, but like fancy,
Yeah.
catered, everyone dressed up, like a big party, almost like New Year's Eve party.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, that looks so cute. But I know Taryn would hate that. Like, that just would not be her vibe. And I had been wondering.
It has to have a shtick.
Yeah. I'd been wondering, what do I do when it's like your 40th? And that was right before you came up with the hubilation. And that's when it all clicked for me that it just has to be like kind of a little bit sarcastic and you're in. Like, we can dress up. It can be catered. It can be fancy.
Maybe my 40th could be my hubilation. Would you?
You're gonna wait that long?
I mean, how are you gonna recreate Whoville in less than a year?
A year?
Yeah. So
I think we're good. I think we can do it.
That's crazy. It took like Sony Pictures or whatever so long to build that set.
Maybe we can borrow it. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Bruh. But anyway, so I'm at this conference. So not doing that. It's so not fun. I hate it. Everyone's just like, hi, and talking about their little ideas, and I'm minimizing a lot.
No, I literally was like, why? What are you going to?
It's whatever. But
I still don't get what you went to.
And we all left and we were like, that was a kooky conference. Kooky Con.
That's
a great conference as well. But I did get one thing out of it, and that's that this ex-NBA player named Matt Barnes was on a panel, and he was speaking. I don't know why, honestly. Now that I think about it, I don't know what the panel was about.
You're like, I learned nothing.
I sat there staring straight at him for 30 minutes. I have no idea what the point of that was.
It feels like you're back in school and like fighting to stay awake.
But he talked about how he did Kobe's last interview.
Yeah.
Literally his final interview. Matt Barnes interviewed him.
Wow.
Because he has a podcast.
Yeah.
And he said that when he was talking to Kobe said, I don't at all want to be remembered for my last 20 years. I want to be remembered for my next 20 years. And that was right before he died.
Oh my God.
Isn't that a crazy ass thought?
Wait, that makes me nauseous.
And I'm like, dude,
what?
Kobe will be a legend to so many people forever. And he didn't even want to be remembered for what he had done.
What did he say what he wanted to do?
I think he had like massive philanthropy plans and had started a lot of those things already. And like, there's a lot of foundations and stuff. Yeah. But I said that to my team. I was like, wait, that Kobe thing's crazy. And they're like, oh yeah, Kobe had crazy plans for the next like parts of his life.
But I feel like some people are like his wife and people are fulfilling those.
They
like
are.
There's so much.
And he probably has like massive foundations of people that are still pushing that stuff forward.
And I'm sure like he had set some stuff in motion enough.
But imagine how legit Kobe, I mean, bar all the other things he's done and whatever.
The fact that he was going to do more.
He was like
bigger.
That stuff
is
not what I want.
Wow.
The next 20 is the big shit. Isn't that crazy?
That makes me so sad.
It makes me want to watch like a doc about him.
Yeah.
I don't really know much about his personal life.
Yeah, I guess I don't either.
But we've been freaking crushing documentaries. You've been watching shows like nobody's business, honey.
It's all I want to do right now. I feel like we watched so much when we were in Newport.
Yeah, we did.
I almost called it Huntington. Oof. Jump scare.
We watched so many Trump rallies in Huntington.
Guys, don't go to Huntington Beach ever. Mm-hmm. I remember
not to Paseo.
Yeah, not to like sidetrack us, but I used to work at Hollister in high school, and I was telling Taryn, I'm pretty sure it was Huntington Beach that the live cam in all the Hollisters was of.
I think so too.
And like being in Pittsburgh in January, freezing, feet of snow, going into work, seeing the live feed, like have the sunrise and all this. I was like, oh, I want to go to Huntington someday. No, don't.
It's like,
no, I don't.
For people that don't know, it's like Trump capital of the fucking world, if not just California. And we went this weekend. Madness. But anyways, when in Newport,
we were watching so much because we were like doing egg retrieval and recovering and stuff. And there's just so much good content out there.
All the
content. I really don't even know where to begin. Oh, we finally watched I Kissed a Girl.
So good.
It's like Love Island, but just women. Oh my God.
We do have notes.
I do have things that like they could fix, but generally it was very good, and they proved that it was easy to do with everyone dating each other, if not 100%. Better. It was so short that if they ever did this on Love Island, there'd be zero drama. There wouldn't have been enough time.
Yes.
And they had this person dating this person, switching couples, laughing about it, like the two girls. The one girl wanted
Fiorenza.
No, it was Amy and the little blonde girl.
Oh, Meg or something?
Meg.
Yes.
Amy and Meg. I forget. I think Amy came up to Meg to tell her she like wanted to get to know her partner better, and she's like, oh my god, that's great because I want to get to know your partner. I'm like,
and they're just like dying laughing in the kitchen.
yeah, and I'm like, this is lesbian culture.
Yeah, we really proved that putting a bunch of people with the same like desires and sexual preferences in a house is actually not a bad thing. It is actually so much better for
gold.
TV. But the people who did I Kissed a Girl, 3 notes for you. 1, make it way longer.
Oh yeah, we're just getting started.
2, leave the girls in the house when they don't get coupled up. That's how the drama starts.
Yeah, we want multiple suitors for one girlie.
You want people being like, I kissed her and I'm picking her, but Fiorenza over there, I might get back with her.
Yeah, like you can't just send them home. There can be the potential of them going home, but you don't need to tell us. Just like Love Island, where it's like you're at risk, but sometimes you stay. Leave a little.
3rd, look, the host is Kylie Minogue's sister. What's her name?
I don't
Heidi
even remember.
Minogue?
Whatever.
Something Minogue.
Maybe we don't get it because we're like not European, but she's Australian.
But that's not even the point. She's fine. What's not fine is that somehow you guys, the showrunners, have made it so that every time she comes on screen, there's like a 30-second montage.
She's so beautiful. That outfit.
Whoa, Mrs. Minogue, icon, queer,
crazy. It was clearly in her contract
100%.
that it was like, you must say that I'm cool, I'm hot, blah, 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 blah. I don't understand why she's the host. Like, she did her job, but the girls were very young.
Yeah.
And she is in like her 50s.
Yeah.
Which, sure, you can have like an older host, but it was just too disjointed. Like, I want the host to kind of be in it.
Yes.
That's why I think Ariana Madix was so good on Love Island.
Yeah.
She just went through like public cheating scandal. Like, she felt in the drama.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you could put her on the show. I kind of want that.
And that is where
and she's not queer.
That's where we submit
I will
our
host
plea.
your show. I'll host it for free. God damn it.
No, I was trying to handshake you to say we.
Oh, you went like that.
Will host it.
Okay,
not
sorry, you went like
you.
that.
No.
Sorry, you went like that.
We will host your show.
Or I will.
2 ladies that kissed girls.
One of us will host your show.
Fiorenza will host your show.
Oh my God.
There's a girl named Fiorenza on the show.
Wait,
but anyway, so that show slaps.
No, you missed such a big point about what we didn't like.
Tell me.
How they did the eliminations. They like were back to back, and then the turning, and then it was like you had to say who you wanted to kiss.
Terrible.
Didn't love that. That was so.
You guys just cut out a lot of opportunity for drama.
Yeah, you took out the drama. We need to add back in the drama.
Which,
anyways,
so
we will be producers, hosts, director, consultant, whatever.
Yeah,
or we'll just watch it for free and keep giving you unsolicited advice.
Yeah, Amy, we love you.
Oh, Amy, love you.
All-star. She's the Leah of this season.
Yeah, she was queen.
We also watched Blink Twice. Iconic movie. Highly recommend.
Yeah, I had to watch it first and vet it to see if Taryn could watch it because she doesn't do spooky. And I literally told her every minute detail of the entire movie.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
Blink Twice. And then she watched it. And you did great. You liked it. Oh, I thought you were doing some weird Blink Twice thing.
No, there was a plot.
For any of you just listening, there's like a little bug flying around Taryn's face, but she kept blinking at it and staring at it cross-eyed, and I thought she was trying to do like a play on words.
No, that was method acting.
See the bug.
Channing Tatum, hottie body,
just an incredible actor.
Yeah, just like he crushed it.
Yeah,
great
loved
show.
it.
Great movie. I mean,
yeah, spooky and like so dark, so dark, but really good.
Watch I Kissed a Girl. Watch Blink Twice. A lot of documentaries we're just crushing on lately.
What are the ones that we watched?
Fuck.
Tell Them I Love You, right?
Tell them you love
me, and
or something.
The chimpanzee one.
Chimp Crazy.
And
wait, what about the one with the adopted daughter?
Oh my God. What is it
Into
called?
the Fire.
Into the Fire.
Okay, just watch all of those.
There's your list.
If I can handle them, you too can handle them. I'm a little baby bitch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're fine. You can watch them all. Yeah. I love Tell Me Lies.
Oh, you do love Tell Me Lies.
Is that what the show called? Yeah. I just started reading the book too because I couldn't get enough of the show. Dude, I needed more.
Someone on Tuesday said, do you guys watch Tell Me Lies? And I haven't responded yet, but then I went in our bedroom and saw that your Kindle had the Tell Me Lies on it, like a little poster.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with it.
Our friends on the show.
Yeah. Shout out Cat/Brie. Cat-Brie.
And then, look, nobody wants this. We're not
Everybody
fully
wants
done.
this.
We are going very slow, purposefully, I think, to like really stretch it out. Nobody wants this. It's a perfect show.
I'm so scared for it to end.
About a rabbi falling in love with a Gentile.
What do they call her?
What's the term? A shiksa.
Yeah.
All I can think
like
about,
a slutty
though,
blonde girl is what they
100%. But all I can think about while we watch this show is how much I want to be more Jewish.
It almost a little bit feels like an ad to be Jewish because I'm
100%.
like, this looks fun, except for the flaw that I've noticed, and I haven't heard a lot of people talking about this, is that every Jewish woman in the show sucks.
100%.
And like, I know that they're going to have redeeming qualities. Like, it's a complicated thing and just the situation at hand. It's like they're being protective of people. But I just think it's very bizarre to make every single Jewish female character a bit of a bitch.
I agree. I mean, Jews deal with a lot of stereotypes that have been put on them through freaking eons.
Yeah.
But I feel like they really made the women fit into the worst parts of the stereotypes.
Yeah.
And then they made like the men and everyone else just like break through.
Most incredible humans ever.
Perfect and funny and great.
Yeah.
Would you be opposed to us if I was like, hey, I want to be more Jewish?
It depends what you mean by that. I think specifically Jewish is a lot more different than other religions because it's not just a religion.
Yeah.
So I feel like it would depend what elements. Like, I am not Catholic, Christian, whatever, but I celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
We do Hanukkah every year. We've kind of talked about what we want to do with our kids and how we like expose them to religion without pushing them towards religion, without telling them they can't believe in stuff if they do want to. So like I'm it depends what you mean. Like, I'm not going to go to a church, a synagogue, a whatever, fill in the blank for whatever religion. But I'm happy to like learn about stuff. Like, it was just the New Year's for Jewish people.
Are you trying to think of what it's called?
Yeah.
Rosh Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah? Why'd you whisper it? Didn't feel confident?
No.
Didn't know?
Did I whisper it?
Baby, the funniest thing happened where we were talking about Rosh Hashanah because two of your coworkers were off.
Yeah.
And you were like, I don't even know what it is. And you like Googled it and you told me about it. Then I heard you on a call. Mere hours later. People were like, what even is it? And you're like, oh, it's like New Year. Like, you came at it like you fucking knew what you were talking about. And I was like, that's my girl. She knows.
That's like you watching a TikTok and coming ready, just like,
yeah, I'm like, I know everything.
Yeah.
Hurricane Milton, I could tell you everything about it today.
My Jewish grandpa's name was Milton.
Oh my God.
All comes back to him.
Wow.
Well, Milton's about to devastate a lot of people.
Yeah, so I don't think your
Rest
grandpa
in
would
peace.
ever do that. Yeah, like, it depends what do you mean by that?
I think, look, the things I miss about religion will always be more of a community.
Yeah.
I want to be like reading things that are historical, but also like
adding value,
adding
lessons.
value add to your life,
Yeah.
like lessons and shit. I want to be able to like teach our kid.
Listen, if Hot Rabbi from Nobody Wants This, I forget his name in it, if he was doing it, like his little, I want to call it a sermon, I don't know what it's called, and he was giving his little speech, I was like, yes.
See, so
I love
that's
this. I'm
why,
learning. I like this chat.
That's why when you say I would never go to like temple or synagogue or any of those things or church, I feel sad when you say that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like what if we did find a rabbi like that
because
was able to.
I feel disrespectful going when I don't believe the whole ordeal.
What's disrespectful about that?
There are a lot of churches that you're not allowed to go if you're
like Mormons.
I think like a lot of Catholic churches, like there's a lot of places that are like, you're not really meant to be here if you're not one of us.
Christian church is like that.
growing up, there were Catholic churches
where you couldn't go in unless you were.
You could set foot in it, but it was like you should not be here and like watching and participating.
That's kooky. I mean, that's the whole point, is they want more people to believe their thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
So how do you do that?
But
if
that's
you don't
the thing.
let them in?
I'm going in where it's like I don't want to be converted. Like I want to hear.
That's okay.
I'm happy to hear. So yeah, if we found the right place, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd want to like. I'm not Jewish, so it'd feel weird to make that part of like my weekly routine to go, where I find the same value of like talking to friends about those topics or listening to a podcast. Like I don't need a religious figure to teach me, because then I get hung up in like there's some biasness happening in those words, and we're like, what is it based in? And yeah, it's just hard. And then like finding a place that I actually align with my beliefs in truly. So it sounds too complicated to get the small benefit, because I also don't feel like that's my community. So it's like I'm not getting community out of it. I'm just going to listen, where I could look up someone talking about it online and have that moment by myself.
Can I push on that for a second?
Yeah, please.
I guess it just feels a little bit like fixed to me. Like it feels like a fixed mindset, where it's like, of course you don't believe that stuff, and of course that's not your community, and like all of those things are true, but that doesn't, you're meant to change. I'm not saying you're going to go be Jewish or that religion is the thing, but that's like saying like, oh, I don't want to go to a boxing class, I've never been boxing before.
Oh no, I'm not saying I don't want to. I've been to churches, so it's not that I haven't been and that's why I don't want to go. It's that I am not looking to join that way of thinking. Like I find learning about all kinds of religions very interesting. I myself don't foresee me subscribing to one way in the future. I'm not saying it'll never happen, but if I was seeking that out, I would want to go study and learn and understand the religion, and just going and watch somebody talking about a specific thing wouldn't give me that. So I'm like, I don't see the value in me going to a religion, church, whatever it may be, that I don't subscribe to.
Yes, I can see that. I think I know what it meant to me for so long, and like it's not always the content that is the thing. So it's not like Googleable stuff always, or stuff you see on YouTube or whatever. It's like the community aspect, at least, is like stepping into a building that a bunch of other people are stepping into, that are like, how are you? Good to see you. And you get your little coffee outside, and like it's more of like an act of, I mean, obviously they would call it an act of worship, which I'm not like saying that, but like I guess I'm just saying I would like to try again at some point. I will not go to a Christian church. That's not going to be the one for me. But when I think about, like, our nieces both go to a temple, a Jewish school, and like they're great schools. And I'm like, I would want to be able to understand what they're learning in school and be able to connect over
totally
that stuff.
Go.
And like,
it just wouldn't become part of my routine, because like you saying, even like the community that you're all hanging out and talking, I feel very uncomfortable in that situation, because I can't speak to the material. I can't say like,
no one's talking about
I subscribe to that. Well, I mean, some people show up to church and afterwards do talk about stuff. I just feel I feel disrespectful coming in someone's space and just being like, to me, I'm like, it literally feels like going to a gay bar and being like, oh my God, this is so fun. Love the drinks, love the dancing. But like, I don't really believe in this whole thing. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, I feel disrespectful going to that thing. I would go and learn and show up, but I'm saying like, I wouldn't start doing it on a regular basis. Like if there was like one time we go, or like one of our nieces has a thing at, like, I'm not against going. I'm not like against religion. Just like going to create something or making it part of my life feels really weird when I'm like, I know I don't subscribe to this. Like, it's like going boxing, where it's like, I do subscribe to this. I think working out is great. I'm like trying this out to see if it's a fit for me. Where going to a church without that intention doesn't feel right.
Okay, I could see that. I think the gay bar comparison is different, because that is a space made for certain people. Churches are that space, or churches or whatever places of worship are that space, but the purpose of those spaces are to bring more people into those spaces. And so it's like, it's not just this is where you go if you believe this thing. It's like communal. It's meant to be like, this place is where we bring people to. But regardless, like, I'm not trying to, I hope you hear me, I'm not trying to like push you on it.
I don't
it's
feel
just
like
like
at all.
it sometimes I feel bummed that it's like a part of it, those things and like that pursuit was like a part of my life that I still feel curious about in some ways, and from what I know of you, think that you would really like it. Yeah. But not in a way of like, oh yeah, we're gonna go convert to a religion, but in a way of like, I think you and I would have a killer weekend if we went to something. Yeah. Got coffee after, talked about it on the way home, and we're like, that was really cool. We've been medical person, blah 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 blah. Like, I think we would enjoy it. So I feel a sense of like bummed that I feel that there's like already resistance, it feels like.
Yeah, I think, I mean, like, I'd be open to it. I would want to know more about the place we're going and like how accepting it is and if it's comfortable. I also think that this is one of those examples where I get frustrated that it feels like you want to do something and you're putting it on me that you're not doing it when you can do it on your own. Yes. You know what I mean? It feels like you're bummed that you're like not getting up at 6 a.m. anymore and you want to be, and it's like, oh, but you're still in bed, so I want to be in bed. It's like, you can get up. Like,
no, that's a me thing. I understand.
No, I know,
that.
But this is one of those things that kind of feels like that too, where
sorry to put that pressure on you. It's not at all.
It's not pressure. I'm just noting like you'll talk about this frequently, but then, or like wanting to learn about religions or stuff, but you're not doing anything to take those steps on your own. And it feels like it's linked to my desire to do it as well. Like, it is a package deal where if you were showing interest or like learning about something and sharing it with me, that might spike my interest. I'm not interested in it because I don't know anything about it, especially being Jewish. I only know the extent of like the little bits that we celebrate with your family, which is already very minimal. Totally. Like, I actually learned the most from our niece because she went to school and like actually was learning things. Yeah. And that's really just about challah bread. Yeah. But, or even the show, like, I don't know a lot about it. Yeah. And then I've already said, like, that's not information I'm seeking out. And that's okay. I seek out information about a lot of other things. Yeah. You're always seeking. Yeah. So it's like, I think maybe if you were like, that's not going to be something that I seek out. But if it's something that you want to seek out, you doing that and then maybe sharing it with me. I don't have a wall up against religion. I don't feel that I'm religious, or that, from what I do know, I feel quite agnostic. I would label myself as. And I'm not unwilling to change that, but I'm not seeking out to change it, is kind of where I'm landing. So like, my idea where it's like seeking out going to church, I don't know, feels odd to me, where I'm like, oh, why? But hearing you even say like the purpose of places of worship is bringing people, that just has not been my experience in the past. So I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that. I felt like I wasn't allowed to go into those spaces that aren't my own. Right.
And that's maybe obvious, as you've experienced that, is some places that are like that. But the places that I like and have liked historically are not like that. That's the purpose of having them, is to bring more people into them, unfortunately to convert them, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. But
I mean, if you find a place that you want to go to, that you research, that is morally aligned with us on things that I am definitely unwilling to change my mind on, if they're open-minded and kind and compassionate, then like, I'll go with you.
Cool, thanks. Also, it's not a thing of like, I'm not doing it because you're not doing it. It's just that some things are more exciting when they're shared. Like the same, like a new restaurant opening in our neighborhood. It's like, I could go by myself, but I would like to go with you. And so it's not a pressure to say like, you have to go with me or I'm not going to do it and I'm going to be bummed at you. But it is like, I would just like to experience that thing with you, which is different. Yeah. You know?
I hear that.
Okay. So the short of it is, we're not going to become more Jewish in the
I don't know, maybe
the next little while, it appears. That's okay. one thing I've been working on, just change subject, but one thing I've been working on a lot lately is my impatience. Mm-hmm. I've been working on it, but I've been thinking about it a lot.
You've been thinking about working on it.
I've been thinking about working on my impatience. You
literally said the other day, how do you even work on that?
Yeah. And I did have the thought of like, what the fuck do I even do to start working on it? But then today when I was driving, I had this epiphany that like being impatient doesn't make something come sooner.
Yeah.
It just makes you
more uncomfortable in the waiting.
More uncomfortable now.
Yeah.
And it makes you kind of wish death sooner.
Whoa, we got dark quick.
Because you're literally like, I want time to pass now.
Yeah.
Because I can't do anything. Like, this is so stupid, but like, we're waiting on these tiles to come to our house so that they can finish the basement so that I can have my basement again. And I'm like, I can't get the tiles. The tiles are not coming sooner.
No.
So instead, if I'm just like, oh, I wish it was 2 weeks from now then.
Yeah.
I'm literally wishing 2 weeks away of my life so that I can be the future me in 2 weeks that has tiles.
Yeah.
Instead of like just being happy with where I am and that like looking at it more like anticipation, like, oh, that's going to be so awesome when the tiles are here. But like how great that I get to have like some time before the tiles get here.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Totally. I mean, I think I used to live my life like that and become very uncomfortable in that in high school. I remember the like, okay, it's Sunday night. Ugh, gotta go back to school. It's only Monday. Oh, it's only Tuesday. Like I would spend so much of my day consumed by how close I was to a certain time.
To the next thing.
And then I remember I would like barely enjoy the weekend and then repeat, wait for holidays, wait for summer. And I remember thinking, this cannot be my whole life.
Yeah.
Like this is painful. This is so depressing.
Yeah.
And then I remember getting to college and the best part of it was like my schedule wasn't the same every single day. I didn't feel like I was just like chugging along.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the reasons why I really didn't want a typical 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And in the beginning of my career would not even work normal hours. I was like fighting that schedule and trying to make it my life so different.
Yeah.
Because it was really like you said, it's like rushing to death.
It's so crazy.
And there's so much of your life that exists outside of these bathroom tiles that they're gonna come when they come. We've done all we can to speed them up. Talk to them again today, by the way. And there's no update. They're so behind. Okay. And I went on the website and it's like 3 weeks delayed if you order it now. So we got in just in time. So if anything, it could have taken longer. But
could have been so much closer to death.
It could have been so much closer. You have other things to do.
Yeah.
Like, listen, we don't have our basement. We haven't had it since June. We will have it at some point. I know. And it's not for lack of our effort. Like, I get being annoyed and impatient when it's things that we can do. But it's like, we've done it all.
I almost find it more annoying when it's things I can't do. That's when impatience really hits.
Yeah.
When I sit there like, I just have to sit here.
I don't even think it's impatience. I think it's just like dwelling. It's like being impatient is one thing where it's like things just have to happen. They have to happen now.
That's how I feel.
But it's beyond that. It's can't let it go until it gets done. It's the like getting stuck in it is the thing that I think you could actively work on. It's very hard to work on like gaining patience. Like, what do you do for that? But you can work on not letting it consume you.
I think gaining patience can be worked on through my death realization.
Because it's like, wait, let's slow down.
Yes. That immediately made me like
scared.
Okay.
Now we don't want these tiles.
I don't want the tiles to get here.
Like, please, actually, tiles don't get here.
Yeah. Like just I suddenly.
Zia tile. Please send them.
Yeah, please send them. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. Are you working on anything right now?
I wouldn't say I'm working on it, but I too had a realization this week of a thing I do where I think I disassociate often.
Really?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's my ADHD. I don't know. I just realized that like during the day, I'm just like, I don't feel like one and the same in my brain. And like, I feel like I'm just chugging along.
Should I be scared right now?
No.
This feels like the start to a scary movie.
No, I don't know. I just feel like
What do you mean when you say disassociate?
I just like am not connected to like how much time is going by. I don't feel like I'm like finding joy in things. It's the same example of like I won't go get water.
Mm-hmm.
I just like zone out, I think is more appropriate term than disassociate.
Yes.
But it does feel like disassociating. Like I feel like just so not connected. I'm not like I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I'm literally just like a zombie.
Does it feel like depression?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Okay, the not finding joy in things kind of threw me.
Well, I'm not like...
You're not even noticing you're doing things?
Yeah, like I could be enjoying myself throughout the day more, but I'm just like... I literally am just like completing my little tasks.
Yeah. You're chipping away.
Chugging along. Not like... Like I could take time and like go make a yummy lunch and enjoy the day, or like...
Yeah.
I don't know. Everything's just like a little box I need to tick. Getting closer to death. We're just getting closer to death.
I do see that in you. I think I see like some people zoning in is like a fun experience when they zone into a task.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes
I do think
you
it's fun.
have that.
Yeah.
But your work, your day-to-day 9 to 5, quote unquote.
Yeah.
You zone in a way that is like no one's home vibes, because someone else is, you leave your body to go do a thing like very intensely.
Yeah.
And the day just goes.
But I also feel like I like have to be so productive where I'm like, and you know what? I think it all boils down to ADD, because the other day I was like doing a task that had to be done, but then I was like wanting to just like look on Pinterest and like get some creative inspiration, but I didn't let myself.
Related to the task or no?
Yes. But then I didn't let myself, because I knew if I did,
slippery slope.
Oh yeah, I'm gone for hours.
She's gone.
And
We'll
I'd
never
have
see
a
her again.
great time.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, I can't like control myself to just like go focus on this one thing I need to do on Pinterest. Pinterest, I've just curated the most beautiful place in the world where I will just
die there.
It's in this brain. It's not even an algorithm at this point.
Yeah.
It is just like
what's top left in your brain right now? What are you feeling? What are you seeing?
On Pinterest?
Yeah, in your mind, in your Pinterest mind.
Here's the thing. It's everything. Like anything I'm doing in my life right
We're
now.
losing her.
Well, it just is. It's all. That's why it's so easy. It's so bad for ADD, because the basement, we're working on that. So I have all of that stuff. Then I've been thinking about the closet remodel I want to do upstairs. So there's all that inspo for that. Then there's like clothing that I'm always looking at. It's all there. Then there's content inspiration. It's all there. So it is a pit for my ADD, because I go on to be like, I'm just not feeling inspired by this brand content that I'm making. Like, let me look up some like cool imagery for skincare, blah, blah. I'm on there. And then all of a sudden, a new closet design pops up that's perfect for a dormer window, and I've just spent 3 hours redesigning that area, and we're not even working on that right now.
And then I think you're like, fuck, I still got to work. So then work drags on for so long, even though technically what you started doing was work.
But then once I've done that and we've gotten too far, I'm like, well, that work task feels real daunting. I should go focus on something else. I should go zone out on something totally.
I didn't think that's where
I should go look up plants and figure out this plant that I saw on Pinterest a month ago that I want bad. And I'm going to go find it. I'm not going to buy it because I'm not spending money right now, but I'm going to go know the name of it.
I'm going to go know the name. I don't think that is disassociating, honey. I think disassociating is a much spookier feeling.
But then I will just be like, who am I? What am I?
That's disassociating.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a slippery slope where I'll like, I give in to my ADD, and my ADD turns into disassociating, because I'll come out of this like mind numbing zone out, and I'll be like, what is life? Am I real? Who even am I?
How often do you really get to that point?
I don't know. I'll start keeping notes.
Just throw a number.
Like weekly or monthly?
Is it weekly?
Yeah.
Weekly, you come out of Pinterest and you think, who am I?
Not Pinterest. This isn't related to Pinterest.
Sorry, I'm halfway through your spiral in Pinterest. Then we keep going. We keep wherever we've landed 3 hours later.
Depends what kind of week it is. On a very busy, therefore, if I'm busy, I'm fighting my ADD demons. If I'm fighting my ADD demons, I'm disassociating. So they all go in hand. So like this week, it's only Tuesday.
We've lost her.
And this week it's happened like several times. Last week I was like, every damn disassociating.
You know what's going to fix you right up?
What?
Mr. Deeds.
Oh, I thought you were going to say being Jewish.
Or that. Well,
Maybe.
Adam Sandler.
I don't know. Do any of them have info on dissociating? Because maybe I'll become Jewish if they can fix this.
I don't know. Maybe like prayer can fix it.
Maybe. I feel like religion would make me dissociate more. Because I'd be like, nothing matters.
I don't think you would. But it doesn't matter.
Anyways.
Are you scared?
No.
Does it scare you?
No, I'm not. I also watched this girl on TikTok who has recently shared that she's like been going to therapy for her dissociating. But I've always been like, is it so bad? But now that I'm thinking maybe it is wrapped up in like ADD and depression, I think they're all the same and there's a catalyst. And then I'm like, shit, do I need to be on ADD medication again? Like, I just kind of spiral and I'm Googling ADD.
Oh my God. Folks,
we lost
I believe we are mid-spiral.
Yeah, not spiral because I'm fine.
Joking.
I'm just like, what's going on? Anyways, let's move on.
It's crazy. Well, I'm here for you, wherever here is for you.
Shut up.
I'm there for you.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm there for you. I've been wearing blue light glasses and I've been wearing them like out. And then I look at myself and I'm like, I don't know her. Oh, those are dirty. And then I'm like, who's she? Should I be her?
Baby.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
You're feeling so many feelings.
Yeah, but like they're all like neutral, you know? They're not like bad. My eyes are watering. I'm not crying. Anywho.
What is crying?
Who's crying? I'm not crying. She's crying.
Honey, no. Honey, I actually can't handle it. I need to put on my safety breathing vest before I look at you right now.
That was so funny. I'm not crying. She's crying.
I love when you laugh so hard. I love when she laughs so hard.
Okay.
Okay. Where are we?
Oh. That's a different issue. I don't have that one.
I literally can't even get us back on track. I don't know who us is. I don't know what the track is.
Whose track?
Okay. Jesus Christ.
You're going to have nightmares tonight.
I am going to have nightmares tonight. I'm going to look at you and I'm going to be like, who is that?
I don't know.
I'm going to be like, baby, I'm going to shake you awake. And you're going to be like, who? I'm really sorry if we're triggering anyone.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. We have to move on.
We have to laugh through it.
Okay. Anyways, we went to this really cute little concert at a golf course.
You did. My dad's trying to FaceTime me. I can't, Dad.
Okay. Anyways, we went to the cutest little thing. It's called Penmar, anyone in LA, which it's been all over TikTok. And I haven't been wanting to go because it has looked like the straightest mecca ever. But then I realized I don't want to talk to people when I'm anywhere. So who cares who's there? I'm there for the vibes. And I love a picnic.
And it's literally just like a picnic in the park and there's a live band. Yeah. And what I'm telling you.
And a silent disco.
100%.
So silly. But
no, babe, the disco was really loud. Nobody was wearing headphones. But when I tell you guys, like, I've never felt more invisible in my life than I felt at that.
Really?
At Penmar. Like, we were just on our blanket with our friends on a little double date. I felt like that took like 10 hours. I feel like time flew by. I felt like we were having so much fun.
Were you disassociated?
No. And I just felt like no one could even see us. Like, I was so worried that
we were in our own little world. Like, people say that they go there to like date and like meet people. So we were like,
100%.
oh, are we gonna like have to talk to people?
Truly. And I was like, oh my God, they're all going to be like, oh, look at those fucking lesbians over there. Go on a dating show, you fucking twinks.
Twinks.
I couldn't think of another word. What am I looking for? No, I was looking for a lesbian word with T. Top? That doesn't sound right.
Anyways.
And I just sat there on my little blanket and I thought, this is heaven.
This is what?
Heaven.
This is heaven. Yeah, it was so nice.
It was really nice. But it did get me thinking, and I saw this on TikTok.
What?
If you had to have a boyfriend, had to.
Okay.
Who describe him to me? It's not a real person, but like build him. What's he like? What's he look like?
I was jokingly gonna say Adam Brody from Nobody Wants Us. Is that his name, or is I always forget if that's his real name or Seth Cohen is his real name because they sound the same.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was gonna say that, but that's just not even true. Dude, I don't know.
Like a linebacker.
No, that's who you want my straight boyfriend to be, I think.
No, it's just who I feel.
No, you always think I would date like an athlete, but I don't.
That's where I feel like your eyes go when we're in public.
I think I can like find an athletic man like attractive, but I don't think that would ever be the type of person that I would want. I don't know. Do you have your answer? Let me think.
I think like a 6'4".
Oh my God, we're so specific.
It's like high sixes, mid sixes to lower. So,
we're just worried about his height.
Yeah, I think that's kind of all I care about.
He's got to be like 6'4", at least 6'3", and that's it.
Muscly, but not like so ripped that if his shirt like hit his tummy that you could like see an ab.
All the muscles.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Hate
it's
that.
Okay with the arms.
Okay.
Basically,
have
I
you
just want to
only
feel
thought
safe.
of the physical?
Yeah, I've started with the physical.
Okay.
I basically want to feel safe.
Yeah.
And I would just, it's like mentally, I'd like someone like you, It's like I'd like
me and a man.
I'd like someone like you guys.
Well, the other one could be a man.
But like I think
that makes sense for you.
think like a guy with just like brown hair.
Yeah.
Dusty blonde brown.
You're like,
nice smile.
Baby, you're naming everything we picked for our sperm donor. There you go. I don't know. I guess
you just don't want this so bad you can't even.
I'm just trying to think of like what I would actually want. Like I think there's a difference between I can find a man attractive and like pretty.
Yeah.
But then like I'm not attracted to them. So I'm like, if there was an exception of a man like I'm actually attracted to, who is he? What is he like?
Yeah.
And I just think he'd be sensitive. I think he'd be more on the feminine side.
Like Troye Sivan?
Not that feminine.
Timothée
not
Chalamet?
No, not like a little, not a little twink.
Who?
Still has to be taller than me.
Can you think of a tall person that's kind of feminine?
Maybe, you know what? Maybe it would be like an Adam Brody vibe where he's like sweet and silly. Like they haven't played sports that we've seen on the show, but I don't think he's playing sports.
But you like an athletic boy.
I know, but I don't know that I would need that in a boy.
Yeah.
Because I think once they're
boy?
I don't know.
I said boy and then you said boy back.
I don't know.
Okay, maybe this isn't it for you and that's okay.
Maybe just like you as a man. Yeah.
I'll take that. Except for the fact that you said not athletic.
Yeah, well, I'm like, I don't know.
Because I
needed the man to be taken down a peg less
and
manly.
you want me to be more athletic, like Sedona Prince.
Oh my God, how dare you? No.
Dude, I saw a TikTok of somebody saying,
what?
I feel like lesbians have like a boss, like a final boss stage. And it's that, what they say, it's that super tall blonde girl.
What the fuck? That's so scary.
She's our boss stage.
I also saw something on TikTok that was like, if you have 2 cars in your family, is one yours and one's your spouse's? And people like arguing of like, no, we buy our cars together. They're our cars. It doesn't matter.
Whoa.
And then other people being like, no, that's my car. That's their car. And it's so funny.
Whoa.
Like, just for the PPs to understand, we have our cars. Like, I have my car. Taryn has her car.
But we got them separate of each other.
No, we didn't.
Like, we were dating, but like, I don't think we were married.
I think we were married when you got your car.
No, I got my car before you got your car.
Really?
Yes.
I don't remember.
We were not married.
I don't. I think we'll always kind of have that. I don't know. I'm curious.
Know.
I'm curious
I could try that for us. I feel like that'd be fun.
Well, we have tried. We have like
mentally. We've
oh my
tried.
God, I was out of town and Taryn was like, "Can I take your car?" Blah blah blah. I really like want to like get out of the mindset that like I can't drive your car, whatever. And I was like, "Yeah, like don't even ask me. Like it's your car too." Immediately scratches it. Immediately scratches it.
I didn't even remember what you were
pulling out of the driveway. She didn't even get
so many times.
out
I don't even
of the driveway in the whole side. I was like, oh,
it's different.
Okay.
It's your car. It's different.
What? Yeah, so that didn't work too well. I think what will change is we will have cars for different purposes.
Yeah.
Like your car is the dog car. It's a car they fit in. It's like meant for off-roading and getting like it's supposed to be roughed
dogs
up.
love to off-road.
No, I mean like it's allowed to like get dirty and like that's it's kind of the purpose of the car.
I see.
Where like I've a little convertible.
Right.
It's not meant it can barely fit big dogs.
What would you say your car is meant for?
Going to dinners, long drives with just you and me, putting the top down.
Very simple.
Very simple fun.
Very simple fun.
Like if I would love to have like a vintage cool car, it would be the same purpose. But I also think my car should be used for driving farther because it's a lease and I'm nowhere near the miles I can put on it. Where you bought your car, so we want to put a bunch of miles on it because that does affect.
But every time we drive far, we need a lot of stuff. So we need my car.
Not always. I feel like you always want to take your car.
I want a Rivian.
Yeah. I want a Rivian. Yeah. I think we need 3 rows. Once we have a baby, we just have too many paws in this house.
There's too many paws in this house and there's too much. I'm starting to feel like everybody's yapping about climate change, which I agree with. Just so clear.
I was like, what the
way I said that. I meant yapping in a true sense.
We're all talking about it. We're all really chatting about it.
Everybody's talking about climate change. And look, there's a fair argument. Why am I having kids? Why are people going to have kids when there's climate change?
Yeah.
That is getting way worse. And like fucking Milton's coming in hot. It's been hard. It's been like bigger than anything they've ever seen. All the shit.
Yeah.
It's really freaking me out.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to think
Why
really
are we using gas.
Need I had this thought while I'm driving around in my fucking big honky gas guzzling Defender. I'm like, I'm a loser. Yeah. I'm a piece of shit.
Whoa.
So I really think we need to get that was crazy.
No, it was crazy.
I got crazy.
But the other problem is
maybe we go electric.
Yes. Maybe. Because then on the other side of that, people are all saying that like having an electric car is such a problem because a big issue is like if the grid goes down.
Yeah, the grid.
And you can't charge it. And then like, did you see how the Teslas are like blowing up in the hurricane water? They like get too wet. God. So I'm like, is that the right solution? Is that good? Is that bad for the environment? It's all very confusing. I'm very confused. I'm going to go disassociate now.
Look, while we can't find a solution, but what we can do is try to find a solution for one of our PPs. And I believe a PP wrote in. And
yeah, okay.
Maybe we just try to turn this ship around.
Let's turn the ship around. Okay, I actually have a couple stories that I want to read today because they're on the shorter side. So let's jump into it. Okay. Hi, Goobies. I loved that.
Goobies?
Goobies.
Thank you.
This morning I made such a foolish error that I immediately understood why ostriches bury their head in the sands. Oh. Sounds like you're the Gooby. I woke up frazzled.
You had that one ready.
Yeah, I was ready.
Sounds like you're the Gooby.
I woke up frazzled from a nightmare about my ex. Not new. My brain likes to show me all the made up scenarios in which we get back together and it still doesn't work out. And in my vulnerable state, wondering, how is she doing? I pulled up her Facebook profile.
You went for Facebook, bro?
That's what I was confused about too. I'm like,
is this person 60?
How old are you? What year is this? Maybe they were trying to be like discreet. I don't know. I don't update my Facebook, so you would never know what I'm up to based off my Facebook.
It probably still says I'm with my ex.
Probably.
It probably does.
Half asleep, a rogue, dumb finger fumbled and accidentally clicked send friend request.
So stupid.
No longer half asleep, but full panicked. I immediately clicked cancel friend request, but I'm terrified the notification popped up. My butthole is still clenched and I fear it will never recover. Commiserate with me, please.
Yeah, that really sucks.
That really fucking sucks. I'm so hung up on the Facebook aspect of this.
What?
Which, okay, if I'm giving like normal advice, like if you were my friend, we're sat on my couch right now and this happened to you, I'd be like, babes, they're not.
You would say babes? We gotta rewind. Babes is new. I've never heard you say babes.
What?
Babes? Which friend is on our couch and you go, babes?
Yeah, you're right. I don't think I'd say
That
that.
was crazy.
I'm more of just a babe, singular.
You just introduced a new character. You sat on our couch giving a friend advice going, babes.
Because I was being serious. And normally I'm like, Angel, Peanut.
Yeah,
like,
you always say angel.
yeah, but I'm not going to be like, Angel, listen here. It doesn't feel right. I don't know. None of my pet names are working for my friends. So babes it is. Babes, you don't have anything to worry about. They are not seeing Facebook notifications.
No one, yeah, literally, I refuse to commiserate with you because you made a fool's errand by A, going on Facebook, B, clicking that button, and then 3, worrying that she's ever going to see you clicking that button.
But we got to flip this because obviously in our little pee-pee scenario, they knew that something would be on Facebook. So I think for the sake of this story, we need to like flip it around and pretend it's on like Instagram or something that people in the 21st century are on.
They're never going to see that notification. And I do think it deletes notification if you undo it.
My thing is, I just don't get nervous to get caught because I'm like, whatever. It happens. If you're having dreams about your ex, they're probably having dreams about you. They're probably thinking about you too. Everyone looks up an ex or whatever, their person's ex. Like, if it happens, it happens. I just pretend it didn't. I just associate.
When you delete a friend request, the person who sent you the request will not be notified.
Oh, wow. Or the person you sent it to. Okay, well, problem solved.
You're good, babes.
You're done, babes.
Yeah, all good,
solved, babes.
Problem solved, babes.
We're all good, babes. I'm so glad we could fix it out.
Angel
for you.
Peanut, babe.
We have a story from a PP wondering if they're the asshole.
Aw.
My birthday is soon and I was hesitant to do anything for it. I'm going away for a few days and then my birthday is a few days later. Today I decided why not and contacted my favorite restaurant in town. They offered ordering off the menu or prefix menu for $115. This is due to my party size of 12 people. My bestie coworkers are in their mid-30s to 40s and they all responded yes to both options.
Love it. We love a full response from everyone.
Not yet.
Oh.
My best friends of years, however, said no. So we have two groups. We have the yes group and the no group.
Okay.
They didn't want to spend the money due to their personal financial situations. One being saving up for a vacation / Disney World. Then another being that they're going abroad for family. It stung a little knowing that they have personal priorities and my birthday was not one of them. I voiced to them how I didn't want to prolong birthday celebs as Halloween is the week after, then my girlfriend's, then it's basically 2 weeks from Thanksgiving. They insisted on taking me out, but I guess I just really wanted them at my dinner. Even if they came for drinks after, I'd be over the moon, but they'd rather go to our local spots that are pretty affordable. For context, I usually pay more for my birthday so people can come. I'm an overgifter and always think about them and their needs. I spoke to them already, but it's been radio silence. I guess I'm just hurting. Would love to know y'all's thoughts.
Aw.
What do you got for our little pee-pee baby?
This reminds me of the Friends episode.
When they want to go to the concert.
Half the friends are big spenders because they have nice jobs. The other half aren't. And the spender friends go and surprise all of the friends that, are quote unquote cheaper, can't spend as much, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, we got you guys tickets. And they're like, no, we don't want you to like gift us shit. It's just sometimes we want to do things that are cheaper too.
Yeah.
Like we want options. Like you guys can go do your thing, but like da-da-da.
Don't assume we can do stuff, but also don't like pity us and just like pay for it.
However,
just be respectful of our financial situation.
Yes, and I think that is a solid way to approach
Yeah.
a mixed friend group like such.
Yeah.
When it comes to a birthday, girl, I understand where you're coming from, but I would not change your plan. If you want to go to whatever restaurant, your favorite restaurant, and a big group can, some people don't feel up for spending it, I think that's okay. And I think I would also feel sad. I would feel sad for a second, and then I think you would talk me out of feeling sad. And then I would feel really sad about them not wanting to like come for drinks after because they want to go to like their local spots that are a couple drinks later.
That's the part I'm a little confused on the story with.
Yeah, I think that's a little unfair.
Yeah.
Like they can come and just get a cheap drink or not get a drink.
Yeah.
It's your birthday.
Yeah.
So I'm a little mad at your friends for that. Yeah. Not mad at them for dinner. Am slightly upset. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed in your friends for not just go get a drink after. Like, don't be so stuck on your local spots. It's one of your best friend's birthdays.
I get whenever you are in a different financial position, or even if you are struggling with money, you view money differently and you step up for your friends. Like you even mentioned, you go above and beyond for gifts and you try to pay a little more. I think getting hung up on how you view money versus how other people's view money is a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
I also don't feel it's very fair to be like, oh, they're saving money to go abroad to see family or to Disney, but they can't for my birthday. Yeah. I don't think that doesn't mean they don't care about you and love you, but you're not their only friend and you're not their only person in their life who has a birthday. And a lot of people, like you said, it's Scorpio season. Scorpio season's busy. For a lot of people, it's like they have a lot of people, if they commit to spending 115 and then like getting drinks and all that, if they're Ubers they're like, I'm 150 all in for this birthday. I can't really afford that right now because I've had these plans for these trips for a long time. Trying to rationalize how they're spending their money or putting emphasis on who they care about because of spending money is only going to make you sad and not really fair to them. Mm-hmm. And comparing how you view money is not very fair. I feel that I am generous with my money. I will not ask friends to pay back for things. Sometimes I feel like generally it evens out. I also had to work on like, if I pay for dinner and someone didn't pay me back, like that's a lot of money. I do need to be like, hey, don't forget to Venmo me. I've gotten better at that. So it did kind of give me a complex whenever like a friend would buy something that was like $2 and charge me. I'd be like, that's crazy. I'm not charging you for my $10 thing. Mm-hmm. But it's not just about me. They do that with all their friends because they might have a friend who never pays them back. 100%. So they're just in a habit of, I'm always going to request people because you know what? They can request me back. Mm-hmm. They're not keeping tabs of like, oh, Cammie doesn't make me, but fucking Susan does. Mm-hmm. They're not remembering that. Yeah. They're just trying to be financially responsible and remember, oh, I need to pay back. So they're not thinking, right, oh,
this is the person who always gives shit for me.
Yeah, it's people are trying to be smart, and money is a complicated thing for most people. So I think that I wouldn't get hung up on that and define how much they care about you. I do get you not wanting to push your birthday. It's like, oh, I'm not going to come to that, but like, we'll do another thing. That's annoying. You want to do something on your birthday. I get that. I don't know what the conversation was that you had with your friends, but at the end of the day, my advice would be saying, hey, going to dinner, no pressure. I know it's an expensive spot. I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm going to go with whoever is okay to go. Afterwards, bigger group is going to this bar. Would mean the world if you can come to it.
Yes.
And I would emphasize that it would mean a lot for them to be there.
Yep.
They don't need, like Taryn said, they don't need to get a drink.
Water,
bro. They can get a drink. Like, yeah, I get it if it's a place where the drinks are $50 or something crazy.
Right. It's like, but how different is it $2 difference or something? Yeah. It's like, suck it up. It's your friend's birthday.
Yeah. That I think I would be frustrated with, but it was unclear of like how much we shared and made that. Okay, PPs. Well, I hope that was helpful. Yep. And I hope you have a lovely birthday and enjoy that cool restaurant that you're going to. And I feel like it's an opportunity.
When are Scorpios? What's Scorpio season?
No? Right after Libra.
Oh my God.
So now, are we in it?
Well, happy birthday, bitch. Invite us to your birthday.
Yeah, I'm down for a yummy dinner.
We'll go to your din. And we'll go to drinks. Is it in LA?
I looked up Scorpio season, but just like songs are coming up. So never mind. It's now. It's now-ish.
Well, great. As always, it's time for me to go eat.
And I'm going to go edit this podcast.
You guys, I'm on this crazy kooky diet today. Let me just end it with this. I'm on this kooky diet because I'm taking a SIBO test, which is like something
Nothing
bacterial
upsets you more
overgrowth.
than being on a very specific diet.
I hate it. You could only eat eggs, meat, and potatoes and rice. And I've had all of them.
Yeah.
and
And
tonight,
salt and pepper is your only seasoning.
and oil.
Oil.
And tonight, I'm having a big ass dinner.
What are you having, baby?
Chicken,
Chicken.
potatoes,
Potatoes.
salt,
Woo!
pepper,
Oh!
avocado oil,
Wow. Girl, you're
Perhaps.
crazy.
and egg white. No, we're out of eggs.
Do you have to do this tomorrow?
No, just today.
Oh, during the test, you don't have to do it.
No.
That's weird. Just the day before.
Yeah, because you got to get like your body all ready, and then it's the breath test is tomorrow. You do like a million breaths.
Breath test.
Yeah, bro.
Not a spit test?
No, it's a breath. You like breathe into the bag.
What?
I think that's why I'm so farty. It's like a gas thing. It's like they measure the methane.
I'm
and
skeptical.
stuff. Why do you don't even know what you're skeptical of. You just want to say that.
I'm just like, what? Breathing into a bag is telling you what's wrong? What are you even testing for?
SIBO.
Oh. No, don't do that because then you're going to have to go on the SIBO diet. Babe,
I need to know.
Miserable.
Honey, I need to know.
Oh.
I need to know. And
All
you
right.
need to know because I can't have you making fun of my toots.
Honey,
if it's
I will
preventable.
Baby, I will forever make fun of your toots when you choose to just toot in my space instead of walking away.
You guys don't understand. Cam doesn't understand that for us tootie girls, it's not a choice. You don't have a choice when you toot, always. Sometimes you do. Other times,
I'm not buying it.
why would I lie about that?
Like, you can get up. I get that you need to toot. I'm not asking you to hold it in.
No, honey, sometimes I don't know. I don't know how to tell you that.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
when Riggins runs down the stairs and farts,
she's a dog, honey. You're
do
comparing yourself
you
to a dog.
think she is going, I need to go fart right now? And she
Honey,
goes, fart, 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 fart,
We're
fart.
not going to compare
Or do
you
you
to a
think
dog.
she's moving her body a certain way and the fart comes out?
I think she's a dog.
I think I got you.
I don't think you got me. I think that's a dog, and she's not. Like, Frank is not. He doesn't care. He'll stink up the whole house. He does not give a shit. He has no concept.
We're not talking
of
about
personal
intentions or care.
space. I'm talking about intentions and care. That you're invading my space with your methane gas. That's our little new fancy ass air purifier is gonna be going berserk.
Fancy ass is what you're going to be calling me if I have SIBO and I do my diet right. And you're saying that ass is fucking fancy. Let me in there.
I will be saying that. Anyways,
Okay.
love you guys. Bye.
Love you guys.